Hello guys. So I always wanted to make some videos on how we do things at Roco Manufacturing, and I'm here today on a Sunday, so the shop is down. I'm just doing this to demonstrate how we use EzShopFlow. So for example, today I'll be showing how we do setups here, how we do it so that we can track our machine time, how we can do it so we can track how much money we make on the job, how much we spent on it, and everything that goes in between. Like for example, how far off are we from our quoting? How far off are we from doing our like programming time, our machining time, and all that. So all of this data helps us quote in the future, and it helps us to understand different materials better when quoting also. So today I want to just show you a little bit. I've done a pre-setup. I'm going to be only showing you like one tool, how we take it out, like where we go, where I take the tool out from, and like how we do the tracking using the machine view in EzShopFlow especially. Okay, so this is how it all works. I come to my machine, I have my traveler here, and the only reason I need the traveler here is for my operation key. We also need travelers because we're AS9100 certified, but this is as well how we track our machine time. And I'm going to be doing op 40, 3-axis mill, and this is just how we number our operations. It doesn't have to be this way. You can do anything you want. Operation key is 13942. 13942. So I come here, I fire up my iPad, I go into shop view, I have it here, so it loads up for me, and I'm already logged into the VF4SS here. I have the user created for it. So when I want to start and track my job, I have to click job log. I have to put my employee ID number so it says exactly who's working on the job. So it's telling me machine is VF4SS, operator name Roman, and then I fired up the machine. I was already supposed to click start day. So once I click start day, I can start using every other button here. And we have a couple of buttons, and I've went through this in my other videos. Here I'm just going to be demonstrating how I do things. So once the machine idle time is running, and I clicked start day, I have to come here and put the operation key, which was 13, which I already forgot. 13942. 13942. Click change. Now it loads up that operation. It tells me the job number, part number, revision, order quantity, and amount of parts that are currently logged. So after this, and because I'm starting this and I'm doing the setup for you guys, I actually click start setup. So now it's showing me that, all right, my machine is not running, but it's in setup mode. So this way I know that my time is going for the setup, and I can go ahead and perform my setup, whatever I need to do there. So let's say for my setup, I've obviously pre-done it already. I'm going to take my piece of material, place it into my vise, and tighten it. When that's done, okay, now that I've tightened my part, I know that I need a tool. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to our tooling area. And please excuse our mess in the tooling area. It's actually, there's a lot of auction tools that we've purchased and haven't set those up yet. And what I'm going to be doing here, actually I've pulled it up already, but I'm going to demonstrate it for you. So I go ahead and select radius end mills, I'm gonna search for the size that I need, which is 5/8. All of my radiuses that I have for size 8 are gonna be shown here, and then my lengths of cut that I also have for this end mill. So I click 2.5 inches because that's what I need, and I click search. Now it's only showing me this one end mill that I have, and it's saying that it's in drawer A, bin 22, sub bin 1, and it's allo powered. So everything works for me. I don't have a set price for this end mill, but I can click on the price and set something up here. Say okay. Now that it's changed, I'll have to refresh the page. Take a look here again, and now I have this. Now I can just click here and put my chop number into here and say that I'm taking this end mill for this job. Put the tool in. Obviously, I'm not teaching nobody no setups, so I won't be going through this setup. Should be good enough. Now, I usually take the boxes with me so I can then put it back. And now I need to load the tool into the machine. While my setup time is still running, right? So I don't have to worry about remembering how long it took me to take this setup, to make this setup. I'm just doing what I have to do. My timer there is still running. It knows that I'm in setup mode. Oh, forgot. Forgot to measure the length of the tool. That's about 1.65, let's say. All right. Close my doors. Be a rotating tool. Okay. So obviously now it's going to go ahead and catch my tool, and my setup is still running. So I'm all good. I don't need to worry about anything. I know I'm gonna have that time logged, and everything's gonna be just fine. I'm gonna know exactly how much I spent for this end mill that I put. I'm gonna know how much time I've spent doing this setup, and I also know how much time I've spent while I was programming this particular operation, because it's exactly what I do when I'm programming. So whenever I sit down and start programming, I put the operation key for the engineering operation, and I will go and make a video about creating travelers and how we go about that, receiving material and all that stuff. This is just the first video that I'm trying out how it's gonna work. And so I would put this operation here. I've obviously initialed it because I was doing the engineering, and I put the operation key when I track the time with EzShopFlow. So now that my tool is set up, I'm almost done. I have to take my X and Y coordinate positions, and that's pretty much it. So I'll do that. I'll speed things up probably, but I'm gonna. So unfortunately, we do have a probing system on this machine, but I've accidentally broken the probe, so I have to use a Heimer. And if some of you guys don't have probes and you're still not using these Heimers, please consider them. it's the second best thing I found from a pro. And no means this is any advertising or anything. I really love these things. Okay, so now that I've catched the XY 0 position, I can go ahead and run my program. And the way we do this is while still in setup, because we don't know the current cycle time yet. Yes, the program gives us a little bit. It tells us the CAM software tells you the approximate time, but it's never very accurate. It all depends on the machine. So I go ahead and I always run the program, the first the first part, while still in setup mode. That still gives me very accurate time on how long it took me to do that process, the setup. Now, just going to this. I'm going to take out my Heimer and close my doors and try and run the program. Make sure everything is good. Oh, actually, one more thing. Let me do this first. Since this is aluminum, it's perfect. Alright, and 25. Still have 800s to go. Alright, so everything looks pretty good. And I'm gonna reduce the feed rate a little bit, make sure everything is fine. Get rid of single block and let the program go. Okay, so now that my program finished, well, in this case just one tool, but we're gonna consider this entire program for this video. Now this tool has finished. The part looks good, everything looks fine. Now I go to my control here and I see that this cycle has taken 3 minutes. So okay, I know that my part is gonna take me 3 minutes to run, right? So now I go back here and I say, okay, cool. Stop my setup. It says that the setup was finished. I come in this current cycle time. I change this to 3 minutes. Say okay. Now that my current cycle time is 3 minutes, I can start using the cycle run and cycle stop buttons. Now, because I've already made one piece, I'm going to go ahead and say add manually. Good part, yes, and say that it took me 3 minutes to run this part. Now, actually, I'm so sorry. So actually, when the way we do this, I made a mistake. When everything is done and I've put all my time in and I put the add manually for the locked part, I'll actually say 0 minutes for this part, just because it actually took me no time. It took me time, sorry. It's already recorded in the start setup, so I have the general time for my setup with my first piece, so I don't want to put another part and say, alright, it took me 3 minutes, when it actually took me, nothing, because it's already in the setup time. Now, whenever I'm ready to go ahead and run the next part, all I do is I go ahead and I click cycle run on the machine, and then I go ahead and I click cycle run on my iPad. So now it doesn't matter what happens. Now my timer is going backwards, right? And that's it. Now when I go somewhere, whatever happens for whatever reason, I can actually I'll still know the time. I'll still know that, you know, the machine has finished the cycle and everything's fine. And if something happens, for instance, to your network connection, or your iPad dies, or you close this page by accident or anything, doesn't matter. The system will still log it in after the time is done. So it has its own safety systems, I would say, where if you close this browser entirely, and then when you do come back and you put you open this operation again, it's gonna say, okay, like the part was actually complete while you were gone. So, and this is the way we track our cycle time. Another thing that we do every morning, so, is we go ahead and come to work, click start day, and if the machine is you know, in chips, or maybe it's the middle of the day and I need to start clean the chips from the machine, I will go ahead and click start machine clean, and it will record the time just like setup. Just it would say that it's, you know, you were cleaning the machine while it was idling. So this way you know why your machine is idling. You know that it's idling. It was idling because it was in setup. So that's still good. You know, you're still making money there. It was in rework, or, you know, it was you were cleaning the machine. So these are like the very common things that that you might want to track in order to have accurate times. And we do this every day, and it helped us a lot. We improved our coding by probably 90% at least, because now, like before, it took us about 2 to 3 hours to code something. Now, because we know all of these times, it really takes us about 10 minutes. We look at a print and we're like, okay, like especially if it's something that we do a lot, we know, like I guesstimate times very quickly, and it's all because of the, you know, it's all because we've been doing this for so long, and we've been tracking so many different times, and I've been looking through them. I've been looking at the reports, and it's just kind of it's in my brain now, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's just weird how it all works, but it helped us a lot for sure. So I think that would be all for this video. I kind of showed you as well how the tooling helps us, and you know how we go with the tools. And yeah, so you can see the machine finished and the iPad finished. So now it says that I have two parts logged in, and you know, and my my run time is 3 minutes. My machine idle time is 30 minutes. So it's pretty nice. It works well, and we've been using it for, I don't know, probably like 2 years now, and we got a lot of different jobs in, and we've improved a lot of our processes this way.
Okay, so now when I come to my computer here and I want to see the reports and how the job did, and you know, how everything went pretty much, what I do is I go into that job, and I can go into production history and do the operation that's in process, and it's showing me the things that we were doing on the machine. It's showing me that that the setup was running for 27 minutes. The first piece that we did took us 0 minutes because we put it into the setup also. This way I just know that the first piece right after the setup is the one that was running in the setup time, so it's included there. Now my second piece took me 3 minutes, and that's the calculated time. Now if you do put in any manual time, the system will consider that time. It takes it's more important than the calculated time. So as long as you have a 0 here, it's actually going to take the calculated time into consideration instead of the manual time, and vice versa. So you can change your times here. If you made a mistake or anything, you can just click on the time, it'll change that, and I have a completely separate video on all that stuff, how that works. Then I just go into my reports, view more, and I can see that, okay, so it took me 30 minutes in production, 3 minutes in production and 27 minutes in setup. Now, the total amount of machine parts was 2, my total production time was 3 minutes, my total setup time was 27 minutes. It's telling me that my shop overhead cost is $25, and my total profit minus this job worth minus the total shop overhead cost minus the financials is $24,927.75. Now it's not telling me any earnings per hour, because we did not do this for an hour. We only did this for 30 minutes. Thus our earnings per hour would be about $50,000, which is really true. Like, we have to have at least 1 hour that we spend at this shop for this to show up. Now, in the financials, when I was taking the end mill, I specified that I'm taking it for job 1592, and it's reflecting here. It's reflecting the amount, how much it costs, because you can input the if you have a default cost set in the inventory for that end mill, it will automatically say that this is the end mill. This is the amount you've spent on that end mill when you took it out. Now, let's say for some reason, well, not for some reason, but for example, you take this end mill and it's like you used it for a couple of parts and then you put it back and it's just as fine because it was aluminum, like nothing's going to happen to it. And you don't want to consider this your full price, right? You're going to say, all right, I mean, I think I can still use it for 10 more parts. So you can divide this by 10 and just say, edit this amount and say that, it was $18 or something. So you have the option to change this. You have the option to leave it. Any of your purchase orders, expenses that you log to this job will also be here. Your material, in different video, I show how that's displayed here. You go into your purchase orders and all that kind of stuff. So you can precisely track how much you've been spending on that job. Now, once I have this, I can also come down here and there's a compare to quote, and I can just put my quote number for this, which is, I believe, 1348, load my parts from that quote, and I have this one part in the quote. Now I click on this, and what it's doing, it's actually loading every single operation from that quote, from this part number, and it's asking you to which one do you want to compare it to, right, in your actual job. So I'm going to say, like, all of these don't have any estimates because we kind of have set costs for them and stuff like that. And I've just created this quote only for demonstration purposes. So runtime, I have it quoted at setup, I have it quoted at 20 minutes, and my runtime, I have it quoted at 5 minutes. And right here on the bottom, right, it's already showing me that it took me 30% more doing my setup than I originally quoted it, but it took me 98% less in making the parts compared to what I quoted. But again, we only did one part at 3 minutes, so obviously it's going to be way better. And if you compare the entire total time with your quote and entire total time with your actual, you're at 82.9% better than what you quoted. Now here I can select just by operation. I can say, all right, I want to compare it to this op, and it's going to give me just for this operation. It's going to tell me that I'm 30% worse on my setup and I'm 98% better on my runtime. Yeah, so this concludes all these reports. You can also print these reports, save the comparison, then you'll be able to print it out if you needed that. Yeah, this concludes this video. I hope this helps some of you guys to improve the way you do this. If you have any suggestions, please reach out and let me know on anything. I mean, even if you have suggestions on how I make my videos, I'm very new at this. All of the videos I make, I'm learning every day. So thank you very much, and everybody have a great one. Thank you.